Alright, welcome back. We just did the Ivory the Treble. I so messed that up.
Ivan the Terrible.
Iva the Terrible.
Ivan the Trouble.
I might be in trouble, but I give it a 9. He gave it a 9.5. Really good beer. Sit down, drink a beer or two. It's not a chug beer whatsoever. It's going to be real filling. It's really thick. But
Yep.
other than that, it's definitely a beer to go try.
And this, that was a 2014, so.
Yes.
It was 283rd day, I believe, in 2014. This is the Bayou Bootlegger, which is a hard root beer by Abita. We do get Abita in Oklahoma. Never seen this here. Only knew about this because of one certain YouTuber, Agent Chaos. He lives in Louisiana, where they make this. He said this was his favorite and best by 6, 7, 16, so we're well within.
Never made a Cajun I didn't like.
Amazing. He's a pretty cool dude.
I don't imagine their beer could be much different. I smell the root beer from here.
Yeah, a noticeable trend I've noticed with all these hard root beers are all 5.9%. I think they tried to keep it underneath that 6% for certain states that don't allow anything over 6% in their convenience stores and grocery stores.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, they're wanting to make sure that they can get out and reach everybody.
Yeah.
Now this doesn't have the best smell. I think the best smelling one would have been the...
Not your father's.
No, the best smelling one would have been the Coney Island, which is actually the worst tasting one in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Except for I haven't had the best damn root beer, even though I see it in every liquor store I go to. I just never pick it up. Because I heard it's actually not the best damn root beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has a...
This has that...
root beer and like a... I'm going to say kind of like a bratwurst kind of smell.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Kind of reminds me of a barbecue.
Sausages or something.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I was getting the same thing, so hopefully it don't let me down.
Yeah.
You remember those root beer bottles? I don't think you can buy them anymore. They was glass. You used to get when you was kids. That's what this here tastes just like.
It's a little too low on the carbonation. If it was up a little bit more. They got the flavor down pretty well. I think if it had more of a licorice kind of a flavor to it, or a candy root beer kind of flavor to it, I think it tastes a little better.
I think it tastes like the original root beer. Used to buy it in every convenience store I went to.
Actually, I take that back. I think it is a little too sweet.
Yeah. I mean,
It's not as bad as the Coney Island. The Coney Island was flat.
yeah.
I mean, you poured it, it was like head goes back down. That's it. It's just like drinking root beer you left out over the weekend.
I don't know. I mean,
It had more of a little more of a licorice flavor. I think it'd be a little better.
So far all of the root beers that I've had, like you were saying, the alcohol tends way down. And they hide the alcohol flavor really good.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they would let that show a little bit more, it might.
Yeah. Now I'm going to say I don't like this as much as the Not Your Father's because of the sweetness. The flavor is, I think, better than Not Your Father's, but if you're going to have something low alcohol, I'm going to want to at least drink a 6-pack of it.
Yeah, you ain't getting a 6-pack of this.
I get a damn headache.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, now, if this is all you're going to drink all the time, you get used to it, but
maybe throw you a shot of rum or something in there with it. I think that'd be pretty good.
Maybe. I mean,
I'm not much of a whiskey person, so I don't know about. You think whiskey would be pretty good?
nah.
Yeah.
Nah, but rum, you're probably right, rum. I mean, you could use this as a good chaser for whiskey.
Yeah.
Hit a shot and chase it. I think, yeah, might be onto something there. I don't know. Well, we finished it.
The flavor, I think, is better, but it's just a little too sweet. Carbonation's a little low.
I think maybe if they bring the carbonation up a little bit, lower the sweetness. See.
I mean, that one bottle's got to be pushing like 250 calories.
I don't know. I can't see this freaking small stuff.
Yeah, let me scan that real quick. Uh, 177 calories. Okay, it's not as high as I thought it was. I'm not gonna tell you what they gave it because it might affect your score. But
Yeah.
I already know what I want to give it. So
Yeah, I pretty well got mine too. So.
all right. So what you get? A little flat, not too flat root beer. A little too sweet. Root beer flavor, I think, is the best out of all of them. The sweetness and the carbonation kind of offset my score a little bit. So
Yeah.
what do you think?
Well, a little too sweet, low on carbonation. I mean, but overall, hey, go try it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a, oh my God, I'm going to throw up. It's just us, a 6-pack of this, oh man, we're going to have a killer headache.
Yeah.
Because how sweet it is, you know. But other than that, not too bad.
I don't know if you have Atwoods where you're at. Oh, I'm off. I don't know if you have Atwoods where you're at, but they sell like root beers and birch beers and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's actually more expensive than this. And my wife has gotten the root beers and the birch beers. I don't like them. I could stomach this and pay less money. So
How much
There you
this run do you?
I got just a single, and I know it had been under $250.
So we're probably looking about $6-7 a 6-pack.
It's Abita, so it's more than likely 8 to 9, if not $9.50.
Yeah.
Because these specialty beers, like the Not Your Father's, that's $11 6-pack.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only turn off I got on that.
Yep.
Too.
It's expensive as hell.
Yeah.
Just get you some root beer and get you some that whipped cream vodka or the root beer vodka.
Yeah.
Butterscotch vodka, anything like that. So
Yep.
I'm gonna spin. He's gonna toss a number.
All right. I want to give it a that. So.
All right. I gave the Not Your Father's root beer a 10. I'm gonna toss this in a 9. So.
I give it an 8 to 8.5. It's really good beer. I don't want to cheat it too much, but yeah, it's not my favorite.
Yep.
You know, type thing. I mean,
Did you like the Not Your Father's better or not as much?
I like the Not My Father's better until I went to buy a 6-pack.
Yeah. That price will get you.
Now, I mean, when I can get a 12-pack of Shiner Bock for $2 more.
Well, they gave it a 3.01 out of 5, so you're looking pretty much about a 6.
Yeah.
So we gave it a better score than they did. So
Yeah, but I don't know who be rating that stuff on there, man. They be hard. Like, I've seen some of those scores.
so there you go. Glenn, I liked it, just not as much as I thought I would. So I'm sorry. We'll be seeing you.